I had to do auditions. I had to give photos to all production houses and say that, please call me if there's any role. And one of my cousins saw me doing that. Bunny, Pushpa, Allu Arjun. He saw me. He's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "There's some role, Bunny, so I came to give my photo." So he's like, "Are you mad?" On screen, I have 5 or 6 marriages done. But then off screen, I'm like, अगर एक लड़की मिला तो बस है. बात करने के लिए एक लड़की मिला तो बस है.
He says good pickup lines. And I did one film, and after that film, I realized something, that I am not good for this. I'm not good. I couldn't perform well. I didn't understand anything about it. I was so confused. I saw 2 cameras in the set, and I didn't know what that 2 cameras was for. We didn't know anything about film. See, first of all, as I told you, I'm born in a village. It's small, and that place is completely away from anything that is related to film, or anything that is related to film. So we didn't have any knowledge. So somewhere it was very intuitive that I just wanted to take it up.
Production manager used to say, photo, number. They used to give me a photo, do, number, do, aajao. And then those photos became packets for peanuts. They used to eat it from the photo. So I saw all that, and I saw a lot of pictures into the dustbin also. So I took the hard way, and basically that taught me to be humble. It taught me about life. So my first film started off and stopped because of financial troubles. My second film started off, it came off almost finished, and then one of the main actors passed away. So in that way I had to do my first film again. Second film we had to reshoot again with another actor. And then my second film released first, and then my first film came second. So I had to see so much. So it's destined.
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. My guests today are extremely talented actors. When you talk about Telugu films, actually any cinema, Tamil, Malayalam, you've seen their work, you've loved it. I'm talking about Sai Dharam Tej and of course Samyuktha Menon. Hello.
Hi.
Hello ma'am.
Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being a part of the show.
It's my pleasure.
The very exciting film that you have, which is getting a lot of love.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're here. But I'm going to start with exactly this. You're here for promotions of a Telugu film.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It's such interesting times that we live in.
Yes.
Because I know that the promotions were restricted to only certain areas, right? Both of you have done different languages films.
Yes.
But today, there is not that barrier. I get to do this, otherwise I would have to fly to Chennai or Hyderabad to get this done. Because I would not have y'all in my city. Y'all are in my city or in Mumbai. So I want to talk about how you feel about that and the acceptance and the love. Like I said, the entire crew loves the films that you all do. Your thoughts on that?
Please. Ladies first.
As you said, most interesting times. When I talk to my other friends in South, you see always this, the collaborations are happening. A Malayalam actor is going and working with a Tamil director, in a big film. Or a Malayalam actor is again, going and doing a film with a Telugu actor, with a Kannada director. You see these collaborations are happening, or Telugu directors are coming and directing films in Hindi. So I've been noticing that it's becoming one Indian film industry. And there's so much of love when South film. See, my last release was, film titled Sir.
Sir, I've seen it by the way.
Yes. See,
it
it was a Telugu straight film of a Tamil actor, a Malayalam female actor with a Telugu director. And it released in both Telugu and Tamil. We received immense love. And after it released in Netflix in Hindi, I am like, wow. The kind of response and love I've been getting for that is immense. So Virupaksha is a film which is, I would say it is very rooted, and it shows a world called Rudravanam, and it's set in a Telugu-speaking village. So you see, people are going to love it because they will be introduced into a world. So I'm just waiting to receive all the love from here.
So ma'am, I believe that we have always had this thing of cross film industries, because we used to do Telugu remakes in Hindi, Hindi remakes in Telugu, Tamil remakes in Telugu, Telugu remakes in Tamil. And it's been happening for a very long time. And Malayalam remakes in Telugu and all that. It's been happening cross country. And keeping all that aside, even Telugu films have been remade into Bengali films. So it's always been there. So right now, the culture of the films coming together. Like we have asked for Jitu Sengupta to act in our Telugu films, and a lot of Hindi actresses are acting in Telugu, and a lot of Malayalam actors have been asked to act in Telugu, and Telugu actors have been asked to act in Malayalam, in Kannada, in Tamil. So it's always been that. So we always have been exchanging cultures throughout. It's just that now that the cloud has become very, very small, we have actually come under one cloud. That is the Indian film industry. And I believe post the COVID lockdowns, we have exposed to world cinema. The world cinema is what is under one cloud. We are under Indian film industry, no matter what.
Also,
And Teju made a very interesting point. This thing called remakes. I recently read a statement from a actor saying that the era of remakes is slowly going away because
true.
when we are Virupaksha maybe 10 years back it would have been released in Telugu, remade in other languages. But now we made it in Telugu, we are dubbing in all languages and taking a lot of effort behind the dubbing. It's not just that we are just giving it away and some dub is happening.
Basically, it's just that everybody is putting in the best effort. The actresses, the actor, the director, the cameraman, the editor, everybody is putting in the best effort because the whole world is going to see the film. And because of OTT platforms, it's become more easier to reach the film out.
And also, of course, with the massive success of the films with
Yes.
Mr. Rajamouli and with RRR, with the kind of global stardom,
Yes.
every little thing helps, right?
True.
Yes, indeed.
What Yash has done for Kannada.
Or Prashanth Neel, who's
Prashanth
the
Neel who is
director.
Yeah, and of course,
And
Prashant
also,
and Yash, right?
and
He's a
also
visionary.
Kantara, Rishabh Shetty.
Oh my God, Rishabh is just another level.
Yes, ma'am.
All the
There's so
Shetty
many-
brothers
there's so-
actually.
yeah, three of them.
Shetty Trayam, we call
We
it
call
Shetty
him
Trayam.
the
Shetty
three.
Trayam.
And I spoke to him about it, and I'm actually a huge fan of theirs because some of the amazing films are there. You feel like all of this is also further contributed, right?
It's basically the younger generation has got a bigger responsibility. We have to take Indian film industry forward.
100%.
We can't just be like, Mera Telugu hai, Mera Tamil hai, Mera Malayalam hai, Mera Kannada hai, I'll take it forward. No, it's basically Indian film industry which you have to take it forward. No matter what, we are representing it to the world. So we have to put our best foot forward. Sometimes we might actually fall short of it, but then we still try and put the effort of putting the best foot forward.
100%. I mean, we would definitely like Ram Charan, right? When he said, "I'm so proud of being an Indian and standing here representing Indian film
Yes,
industry."
absolutely.
When he was walking the Oscars and
Yes,
doing
ma'am.
all
Yeah.
the
Red
things.
carpet.
Yeah,
I mean, why not everybody else, right?
absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, ma'am. See, right now we are in that place where people will start looking at us in a very, very different way.
Like
They
with a
look-
lot of respect,
Yes, with a lot of love.
expectation.
I think there are a lot of love. I think respect and all comes later. Love is one thing.
Love also. That's true.
I believe love is the first thing that comes out.
It's pure. You know?
Yes, it's very
Yeah,
pure.
very
Respect
pure.
and all is basically added this thing, but love is something very pure, and we are addicted to love, no matter what.
How sweet.
Yeah.
Mainly, you will see a lot of family dramas. You will see a lot of action family dramas. Getting that kind of mass, that kind of love altogether. Very, very, very rarely, not so frequently do horror dramas in that way. I'm going to call it a horror drama,
Yeah,
right?
Please,
it is
please, please do.
It is a
absolutely
horror drama.
drama.
That's, if I call it horror thriller, people assume that. But there is that. There's that
Drama. There
romance.
is
There's
drama,
that
yeah.
everything a little in the movie. Get this kind of love that you all are getting. It's also, I feel like it's also like courageous, no?
Ma'am,
Because you all are
basically,
mixing genres.
2020 is like after the lockdown.
Yeah.
People have been exposed to world cinema through OTT platforms, and they want to see new things, and they're expecting the same thing from our industries, respective industries. They want to get the best of best. What you're doing, whatever it is, you have to give them the best.
Yeah.
Give them a great theatre experience. So the moment they see that, that's when they're giving us their love. So it's a challenge from the audience to us filmmakers to give them the best. I believe in that.
I'm going to start there. I would like to know, I mean, of course, a lot of people might know already, but I want our audience to hear it from you as to the kind of struggles that you've been through. I think I need to hear from you. Tell us how it all began. I know it was, people look at you and they think like, but it must have been easy, some jugaad. You know, people always think like that.
People think of it as a very, very easy way through. It's not. I had to do auditions. I had to give photos to all production houses and say that, please call me if there's any role. And one of my cousins saw me doing that. Bunny, Pushpa, Allu Arjun. He saw me. He's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "There's some role, Bunny, so I came to give my photo." So he's like, "Are you mad?" I was like, "I want to have this experience." So from there I started. And then I got and I did a lot of auditions. And when I did my acting course in Bombay, in Barry John's, I did a lot of auditions for some TVCs as well, where I was not selected. So it was
It's heartbreaking though, no? Every time you don't
I
get.
wasn't, ma'am. I was like okay
No.
with it. I loved the experience. I was cherishing that because of that I know the value of one opportunity right now. Every opportunity that I have right now is through auditions. So I basically put my first film as an audition to the next film that I get.
Fab.
So basically every moment you have to work hard. You can't just take it easy. You can't take it for granted. You have to work hard and you have to strive harder to get their love. It's very difficult to get a person's love and confidence. You have to work hard for it. You have to prove every minute. Every minute is your proving chance.
So was there like a break point where you feel like things don't work out the way you're doing? Of course, you're working so hard. And how did you sort of cross that break point? I think that is when it sort of tests your own character and the fact that, now nothing, like you said, you've seen the worst. But that comes from the fact that you have to see the worst.
Ma'am, I've seen 6 flops in 2 years where I was written off. I was taken away from what I was able to do it, where I was almost like thrown away from one of the projects. Not thrown away, but asked me
Like to
me
leave midway.
To leave, not midway, before starting only.
Before starting only.
So, but then I was like, I held my ground, and I said, I want one last chance. I spoke to God. I said, God, one last chance. You brought me till here. So I worked my way through. I worked really hard for it. And the moment I started working, I knew for a fact that I had to give something new from what I have done before. So in that way, I worked and I gave them. So that was Chittar Lahari. That movie actually got me back onto the sand.
And also, you never lost faith in yourself, right?
No,
Like the entire world.
you should never see. Basically, life.
And that's what happens, right?
Life checks with you. Are you really worth it of actually what I'm giving you? Do you really want to work hard for your life? So there's so many times that life checks with you, what you asked for and what you wanted, what you're getting.
So this is like, honestly, this is such. The way you're looking at things are so amazing because it's very difficult to reach this level of positivity when you've seen like so many failures and so many losses, right? I'm going to come to Samyuktha, but before that I have one more thing that I want to ask you. You obviously, we all know, it is always said that when you're an outsider, the trouble is very, very difficult, right? It's very interesting. We all know that, you're close to Allu Arjun, you have people, in the industry. But I know that you decided to take this path, which is what you said, I wanted to experience it. Why though? And why was it important for you to, because of course people still assume that, right?
Basically, I was an unemployed fellow who didn't want to do anything in life. And then one day I got a calling saying that why can't I become an actor and you can actually prove your worth. So then I started my journey. So then I started getting rejected blatantly. They're like, sir, you go.
Like that, huh?
Yeah, very badly. Like all the production managers used to like, sir, photo, a number. They used to give me a photo, number, aajao. And then those photos became packets for peanuts. They used to eat it from the food. I saw all that. And I saw a lot of pictures into the dustbin also. So I took the hard way. And basically that taught me to be humble. It taught me about life. So in that way I came up. So I know the value of one opportunity. I know how much I wanted to see some person to see my work. So my first film started off and stopped because of financial troubles. My second film started off, it came off almost finished, and then one of the main actors passed away. So in that way I had to do my first film again, second film we had to reshoot again with another actor. And then my second film released first, and then my first film came second. So I had to see so much. So it's destined.
Samyuktha, again, it's such an interesting journey of yours as well. So, of course, I want to know the struggles that you've been through. And I know for female actors, you know, it's really another different ball game. Because, you know, you're fighting to get that kind of meaty parts along with the fact that you're presented beautifully. You know, you want to do so much more than just being the romantic lead, right? And you have managed to find that balance, which is beautiful. But I know it's, you know, I've spoken to so many actors and, you know, from Samantha to a lot of people who have told me that it's not easy. So I want to know about your story.
Story after I came into the industry, or how I came into
how you came in and how it, you know, still continues.
So I was born in a small village in Kerala. The village is in the border of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So from there, see, the life over there would be, you know, to graduate, get a job, and then that's how much we think. But then I would say, it's a long story, but let me put that into a capsule. So I was preparing to join a college for my graduation. All of a sudden, I just got an offer to model for a magazine in Kerala, which was very popular over there. So I did that photo shoot, and suddenly, all of a sudden, I started getting a couple of offers. But I was very young, and I was 19, 20, and we didn't know anything about film. See, first of all, as I told you, I'm born in a village, you know, a small, and that place is completely away from anything that is related to film, or, you know, anything that is related to film. So we didn't have any knowledge. So somewhere it was very intuitive that I just wanted to take it up. But I don't know, it was out of all the excitement, I would say. I didn't know anything about, I would say those days I didn't even have one picture of mine on Facebook. So that's, and I didn't like the idea of even taking a picture. So the first time I, you know, stood in front of the camera, I remember that one sentence which the photographer said: when you look into the lens, you're not looking into the photographer or into the lens. You're looking into the eyes of millions of people. Just think like that and just pose. Somewhere I liked that fact, you know, that sentence. And then after that photo shoot,
you could connect with so many people.
Yes. And after that sentence, you know, after that photo shoot, I thought, okay, let me give it a try. And I did one film. And after that film, I realized something, that I'm not good for this. I'm not good, I couldn't perform well, I didn't understand anything about it. I was so confused. I saw two cameras in the set, and I didn't know what that two cameras was for. I thought, okay, one is the, you know, camera with which the film is shot. I was thinking so much, I didn't have the guts to even go and ask what is the second camera was for. So my knowledge and everything was limited. But after that, you know, circumstances, and I would say the life was a roller coaster ride. I decided to stop this, you know, the film or acting or anything, just go back to my education. And there was a time gap of almost 3-4 months for the next academic year to start. And in between that, I don't know, I just traveled. And there's a, I was solo traveling, I mean, I had a backpack, and I just came and sat in Mumbai Marine Drive. One of my friend was there as well, who's from Mumbai. We just spoke about, you know, what's happening, and I just said that I'm just going back, I'll join back the college. Somewhere the conversation was about, did you actually try, or you just did it? I said, I didn't try, I didn't put my heart into it. Then maybe you should give it a try. And then I decided to come back. And then I joined an event management company as, and you know, so I had some income, some 12,000 rupees a month, and then I started staying in a hostel, and I decided to take this seriously. So in that period, I was still getting offer. So I ended up getting an offer which was for an experimental film, which was a female-centric film. I decided to take that up. And in order to prepare for that film, I had to learn a lot. You know, I decided now that I am doing it, I am doing it. So from watching international films and understanding the process of filmmaking and technical side, acting side, listening to master classes, reading books, taking notes. I just prepared myself to stand in front of the camera the next time I'm given a chance. I was fully prepared. And I did that film. So from that, I was not, the critics would write my flaws, and I started, correcting that flaws.
You took it like positive feedback.
Absolutely.
Like that.
After that first film, there was this, one critic wrote that the way I do the emotional scenes was not, convincing enough. So I decided to work on every aspect.
Amazing.
And 2-3 years went by. So I was working in Malayalam, experimenting with myself as an actor, doing all the films, doing all the characters that I'm getting. And that journey was quite nice because I was getting success in terms of, box office numbers and everything. But somewhere I just wanted more. And post-COVID, I started doing Telugu films. And that was a time when that what I dreamt about, from the beginning. I dreamt about doing films which are technically brilliant, which has a great story and a great character. So I started getting such kind of stories and characters and everything. And from there, yes, I'm sitting here. So.
But what a journey. I almost feel, and the last film was Sir. So anybody who wants to see how Samyuktha is among all her brilliant work should also watch. You're amazing in it. And I'm coming to my last segment. I want to wrap with like a few fun questions.
Yes, ma'am.
The way you're dressed, and just remembering that actors get to live some of the most important part of your lives that you want to experience so many times, which includes love and marriage, right? And it's amazing because you know when you see that scene in the trailer as well, right? Like you're putting the bangles in the hand and stuff like that. Yeah. And there are a lot of those very specific moments that become iconic. Every woman expects that and stuff like that. I want to know when you were doing it in the beginning, because you were completely from a different place. Yeah. How did you feel about that? Is exactly why my question to you. How did you feel about that, right? How did you ease yourself into it? Every time you're getting married on screen or at the end of it, like you're thinking in your head, like my parents actually wanted me to live this with all the jewelry and stuff like that. How did you ease yourself into that? It's so interesting. I love how he's gone into like laughter break with you. But it's so true. This is amazing.
In the beginning, in my first film, I just couldn't. I went for an audition. This was a great film, but I couldn't accept the fact that I have to romance with someone. So I just said, I'm scared, I'm not doing this. So I just backed out of it. So that has happened.
On screen, I have 5 or 6 marriages done.
So 5 or 6 marriages done?
On screen.
On screen.
Yeah.
I know on screen.
But then off screen, I'm like, अगर एक लड़की मिला तो बस है. बात करने के लिए एक लड़की मिला तो बस है.
People, hello everybody.
I'm scared.
You know both of your DMs. You want to make a request like that? You anyways, I'm sure get like that.
Yes,
no, I am like, oh God, when a girl messages me, no, I don't want to message.
You don't want to message. You're like, so different how you are.
Basically, it's just that a little bit of
awkwardness.
Horror feeling will come.
Did you say that if someone messages you, you will feel horror when it comes to romance? You have done a very romantic scene. No one's believing this. You believe it? What do you think?
That was the
you know him better.
That was the character.
Okay.
Ask her, no.
I'll ask her. You think he's like that? You think he's like horrifyingly not romantic?
Not actually. He says good pickup lines.
See? He has good pickup lines, right?
Wonderful. Out of nowhere.
I want to hear one. See? Poll khol diya. I love it. Thank you, Samyuktha. I can't believe it.
Okay, so there is a scene in which I have this dialogue called, in Telugu, Cheppinti Vintava. It translates into, you listen to me. So...
I said for lifelong.
Yeah, that is not there in the script. So I'm practicing and saying, Cheppinti Vintava. He's like,
basically I never had a chance. I'm like, what? I never had a chance to say that to any girl. So right now I had a chance.
Then no one's buying this.
Okay, don't buy.
I know. I'm kidding.
I know, I was joking.
I'm kidding.
I was just playing along with you.
And he did this, kind of a prank it was. So I'm standing, we're doing a scene, we're in front of the camera. So he said, like, can you see what it is here? I was like, what is it? Hey, makeup. Anna, please come, just see, where is the mirror? And nothing is there. What is Teju? Beauty.
very
that?
K-drama. This is a very K-drama sappy romance.
Basically, one of my favorite persons actually tripped on looking at her. She's like, "Hey, are you okay?" I said, "There's something stuck on your face." Because of that, I tripped on. What? What did I say? The beauty, that smile on your face, made me fall down.
And you're saying that you don't know how to romance. Now believe, na everybody.
Say
Proof.
that has to come from within.
That is true. So when the girl is right, it'll come. Then
the nice
even
person is
you,
right.
when the man is right, you would want to wear all kinds of jewelry and want to sit there.
No. If I'm with the right man, then I want to be in the most simplest way.
I mean, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So this is only for like in front of the camera. Otherwise,
I would see.
He's
for me-
always
For
simple.
me, I'm always like this.
yes, he is
I
this.
always like this because
Even
this
for
is what-
date nights.
Date nights, I'm so like not going only. I was gonna go for date night. I'm the most.
See, Teju is such a fun person, okay?
Yeah.
I
I
would
can see
say,
that.
yes, but I would say we met in that film where I couldn't enjoy anything, because the film and the character was so serious for me. I was like, where is
Intense.
Yeah, he is
She's
all
very-
fun. He would say
She's
something
very
that-
much into the character.
into the character.
All the time.
Into the
24/7.
character.
Just like a soldier. But she can't come out of it also.
You must have scared her also.
Even if I do this, also, she won't come.
You must have scared her also for character.
Samyuktha, come out.
No, not that. Not that. I would say he cracks a lot of jokes and he's so much fun to work with. But I am in that character very serious. I'm like, should I laugh now?
The character can't laugh. That's why
Yeah.
I crack more jokes.
That's the way to do
Oh,
Now she's getting it.
it. Well, on that note,
Post the release of the film, she's getting it.
yeah,
Till then,
actually.
she's like, huh? How can I say that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he was just trying to make it a little light.
that's what I really want to work with him in a very fun comedy film so that we can have that time.
Oh, definitely.
But I see that here in promotions. I think you all will be great in a comedy. But on that note, we'll have to skip my rapid fire which I had planned because you all have zero time. But
We have
koi
to,
nahi.
that's true.
We'll do it some other time. It was a.
We'll be coming again and again. So.
I hope so.
Yes, ma'am, we will.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
for being so much fun and thank you for being real.
Thank
You all have already received so much of love. So I'm sure that the Indian audiences
Yes,
are
ma'am.
again ready to feel love and to be scared along with it.
Thank you so much.
You so much.
Thank you
you.
so much.
And send you both of you lots of love.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Ji.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.